In this video, we are going to review how to do computation for multiplying decimals. There is a companion video that goes with this video that has word problems as well, but this is going to focus solely on the computation part of it. If you have the companion assignment that goes with this, we're going to do just the first three problems. Alright, so number one is 67 and 33 hundredths times 1 and 6 tenths. Now, a couple of mistakes that my students have been making is they have been trying to line up the decimals. I think this is because when we add and subtract decimals, we have to line them up. But when we're multiplying, we don't have to. In fact, it's almost a good practice to almost forget that they're there and not think of this as 67 and 33 hundredths, but think of this as 6,733. And just kind of ignore the decimal during the actual computation part. The thing we do need to take note of is that there are two numbers to the right of the decimal on our first number and one number to the right of the decimal on our second number. So our answer is going to have three numbers to the right of the decimal. Now once we've kind of identified that, then we almost want to forget that the decimals are there while we do our actual multiplication computation. So slide the board down a little bit so we can see. And we're just going to go through and do our computation. So 6 times 3 is 18. Carry the 1. 6 times 3 is 18 again, plus 1 is 19. Carry the 1. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 1 is 43. Carry the 4. 6 times 6 is 36, plus 4 is 40. So first partial product, 40398. And I intentionally did not use any place value on that because I don't want to worry about place value right now until the very end of this problem. Alright, put my placeholder down. And then the next part's pretty easy because I'm multiplying by 1. So 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3 again. 1 times 7 is 7. Excuse me, 1 times 6 is 6. Got my second partial product, and now I need to do my addition. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. 0 plus 7 is 7. 4 plus 6 is 10. So now we come to the final part of the problem where we have to place our decimal. So as we identified earlier, we have two numbers to the right of the decimal on my first number that I'm multiplying and one number to the right of the decimal on the second number I'm multiplying. So I've got three total numbers to the right of the decimal. So when I place my decimal on my answer, I need to count, starting at the far right and then moving to the left, 1, 2, 3, and that's where I'm going to place my decimal. And so that is my answer. 107 and 728 thousandths. All right, on to number 2. Number 2, not quite as much computation. We're going to have, and I'm actually going to use my green marker to do my decimals on this at the beginnings. So we've got 6 and 3 tenths times 3 and 3 tenths. And again, when I first set this up, I need to identify how many numbers I've got to the right of the decimal. So I've got 1 on the first number, 1 on the second. So my answer is going to have 2 numbers to the right of the decimal. Once I have done that, though, I want to just kind of forget about those decimals. I don't want to think of this as 6 and 3 tenths anymore, and this is 3 and 3 tenths. I just want to think of it as 63 times 33. All right, and then we'll place our decimal at the end. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 6 is 18. There's my first partial product. Set down my placeholder. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 6 is 18 again. And now I do my addition. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 7, excuse me, 8 plus 9 is 17. Brain jumped ahead a little bit there. 1 plus 1 plus 8 is 10. Carry my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And now I need to place my decimal. So again, I identified earlier I need 2 numbers to the right of the decimal on my answer. So I'm going to start at the far right and count to the left, 1, 2 spaces, and now I have 2 numbers to the right. All right, on to the last one. So number 3 is going to be 2 and 99 hundredths times 8 and 1/10. So again, I want to identify how many numbers there are to the right of the decimal. So there's 2 on this first one, 1 on the second one. Add those up, and so I'm going to have on my final answer 3 numbers to the right of the decimal. And then I just want to kind of forget about the decimal for a moment while I do my computation. All right, 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 9 is 9 again. 1 times 2 is 2. Put down my placeholder. 8 times 9 is 72. Carry the 7. 8 times 9 is 72 again. Plus 7 is 79. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. Carry my 7. 8 times 6 is 16. Plus 3 is... Plus 7 is 23. My brain did it again where it jumped ahead. Alright, now I'm going to do my addition. 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 9 is 12. Carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 2 plus nothing is 2. And so now I need to look back. I've got 3 numbers to the right of the decimal, the numbers I'm multiplying. So my final answer needs to have 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3, to the right of the decimal.